Well, it's the night before, the 1st of August, for my massive trip to Aurland, and I've more or less packed. Day bag over here is looking a little heavy. I am shooting in HLG, so should all be in HDR once I edit when I get back. I'm not sure if I have enough SD cards. Got one 512 CF Express card and two 256 gigabytes SD cards and another 128 gigabyte SD card, and then about 3 or 4 or 5 little 64 gigabyte cards for the GoPro. But 2 weeks I may run out, so I'll have to ration my footage, because I'm now shooting 5.9K, 5.3K on the GoPro, and whatever it is, 5.9K on the S1R2, the big camera. So not too much slow motion footage, I guess. And as you can see, the balcony looks a lot better. Mama spent a lot of time cleaning this, and so did I. I painted all that crap, and she cleaned the balcony, and we got rid of, that's a big ship. It's huge. Anyway, but we cleaned off all the plants, got rid of those. So now it looks much better. I have to replace the boards next year. The lower ones are rotting. So, and then I sold my camera, my old S5, to, of all things, a production company, a film company here in Bergen. I hope it gets there in time. They needed it for next week. I sent it this morning. It's Friday, so who knows. But I had to sell it for cheap. I had to drop the price by 5,000 kroners. Anyway, so 500 bucks, or about 600 bucks, or whatever it is, 500 or 450 euro. And then I did get, arrived today, camera to replace that. I always wanted. It's old, but it's good. It's a Fujifilm X-T3 with 2 refurbished lenses from Japan. It's only for photos, although it does take video. But I wanted a photo-only Fujifilm for manual shooting to get back into straight photography. So we'll see how it goes. I didn't want the new X-T5 because it's 40 megapixels. It's too much, almost too much. A lot of storage space. Of course, the S1R2 bring now is 40 megapixels, or 42 or 44 or whatever it is. But I'll be mostly shooting video on that. 6K video. I don't need the 8K video. 6K is good enough. I can upscale to 8K, downscale to 4K. I have to do both. So twice the work. And then a few days I'll be shooting just on new, because I have all of, I think, 7 batteries I bought, including the one that came with it, but another 6 batteries. So they take a long time to charge though, but these are the Enduro batteries, which should last longer. I may run out of SD card space, I'm not sure, hope not. But it takes really good footage, and the HLG HDR thing finally works. So and it has a screen. I can see myself when I'm pointing the camera at myself, which is good. 5.3K, right? But good enough. So I can match HDR footage. And it's about time I upgraded. I had the Hero, I think I had the Hero 8 before, I'm not sure, a long time ago. And then before that the Hero 4, and then the original GoPro, the Hero is what it was. Wasn't even called the Hero 1, but that take a lot of Hero footage, so they're good. So anyway, I'll turn you off, and then next time I turn you on will be early tomorrow morning. We'll have to lug down the huge backpack and cab it into the train station. I'm not trying to take the bus. Not too early, luckily. It's 11 p.m., 11 a.m. Bus. And then just get off at Aurland, and then hope my shit doesn't get stolen while I do the shopping. That's not cool. I have to leave 60,000 kroners worth of fly rods outside or inside the shop or somewhere while I do my shopping for a week or 10 days. So beer and food and breakfast, and I have to not forget coffee. So that'll be in the next video when I'm at the bus stop tomorrow. And then I hope the toilet isn't blocked, because it's 3 hours. I don't think they go if it's blocked, but who knows. It has happened, they lock it or something because there are problems with the toilet, and you have to hold it for 3 hours or 4 hours or 8 hours if you're going to Trondheim. So that would not be good. So no coffee tomorrow morning, just in case I have to hold it for 3.5 hours or whatever it is. 3 hours and 10 minutes. Alrighty, catch you later. And if I can turn you off. Okay. Well, I didn't leave the next day but the day after, and it was raining. But I made it. I was too tired. But it's small, it's cute, big enough. The stove is not much to write home about, and the fridge is no freezer. But it's got everything you need. There never is running water in these places. So I can show you outside, but there it is. It's already pretty full with all my crap. I have to head down to the shops, and then with any luck, I don't think I'll make that bus actually. 3:30, 4:50. I could just leave it until tomorrow. That's very tempting. Rather than head down now in the rain and then do one giant shopping tomorrow, I might do that. Means no breakfast, but I think I might do that. I have to turn the fridge up. I'll show you outside. I'm glad I brought my self-destructed, of course, but that's where it is. My Crocs. And there's the river. It's not too bad. I have to get paper towels, trash bags. It's missing some things. And provisory trash tray. I'm right down the end. Privacy. It's going to rain every day though. And then there's the fire truck, I guess, or ambulance in case you need them. This is cool. So, and then there's a grilling spot over there. So, I don't know if I go today, I can't get beer because it's Sunday. That was really the stupid thing about coming on a Sunday. And then the worst thing at the bus station in Bergen, my 6-pack of beer dropped out of the top of my backpack, fell on the road next to me just as a car pulled in and ran right over them. So I had 3 I managed to save, and of course I'm stinking of beer, so at least didn't do all of them. That would have been a crisis. So sober night tonight. Man, that sucked. I was devastated. That was not cool. She just looked at it, stopped the car, and wondering what it was that she'd run over. Big crunching sound. Anyway, it is a fair ways to the shops, so I may do that tomorrow and then cab it back. And there's even a Vinmonopolet, so I might get a thing of rosé wine if I can fit it in the fridge. I'm not sure. And that fridge is really tiny. So, and some morelade and some strawberries. And I might pick up some road coffee. I've got this, but she's got a coffee machine. Just doing paper towels. So here, got everything you need. My water boiler. I have to boil a pot of water. No strain, no colander for the pasta. So, and you're supposed to clean the cabin yourself. There's a sign. So anyway, that's part of the course. I can do that. And very old-fashioned fuse box. Don't wanna burn anything because the fire alarm's right there and there's no fan, obviously. So anyway, I'm gonna head down tomorrow. Bollocks. I'm gonna chill here and then I'll be hungry tomorrow morning. Leave earlier tomorrow morning. Oh, it's a bit of a drama getting out here. So then I don't know if I do any fishing today. I haven't paid for the fishing things yet, but I did book them. I could fish today. The balcony is quite wet. That's a problem. It doesn't really shelter from the rain, apart from right around the corner. So I don't know about that. Alright, I'm going to do a little video for Jens and Philip and Mama. Alright, so still Sunday, day one. Let's have a wander around. I'm curious just how deep the river is. This new jacket is great. So waterproof. But my feet don't get too soaked. I just wonder how weightable this is. It looks weightable. Ooh, maybe not. No. Wow. That's from the banks. It's fine there. Yeah, it's fine from the banks. It's just in the middle, it gets a bit deep. It's rough over there. This looks really good. Alright, let's have a look at the rest. This is the campsite, and here's a table which in this rain I won't be using. There's some dudes. There's a barbecue. This is the toilet, I assume. This ladies and gentlemen. Now let's see. Shower, toilet. There's only 4 cabins, so 5. Whatever it is, so then 4. I need to pay for the shower. Shower is free. Nice. Okay. Here's number 2, split in 2. And then another barbecue. Oh, very cute. And an ashtray. And 10 visca and green food. I won't be grilling too much, I don't think. There's a proper grill here. So, not bad. Alright, and this one looks empty, but there's people in the first 2 cabins. And there's water here, looks like. Okay, that's the water tap, no hot water. Looks doesn't look like. That's alright. And this is, I guess, where you do your washing up. I'm not sure. Oh, it seems so. It's a little primitive. Still washing up in the rain. There's some big mountains up there. So cute. Not 50 million cabins either. So doesn't look like anyone's staying at number 2, which seems to be a little bigger than mine, actually. Maybe it's the same. I think it's the same. Alright. It's really coming down, so It's going to be a wet fishing adventure. Anyway, and I'm not sure where the beat ends, probably just at this property, I think. Nice! Oh, I already got rain jackets, great. And then I've got my waders and my bibs hanging up there. I'm gonna need all the rain gear I have. I brought 2 raincoats, 2 rain pants, 1 pair of waders. I'm gonna need all of it. So anyway, alright, turn you off. Fortsatt første dag. Fisket i litt over en time, bitt flue 3 ganger. Det fint her da. Det en folk rett ved siden av meg dessverre, men kanskje jeg har det til meg selv i morgen. Men det veldig litt da, dessverre. Jeg må lage litt middag. Men her ser du, fiskevallet ikke langt, det fra broa til den der, og gamlingen sa du kan fiske litt nedenfor, så lenge ikke naboen ser det. Men ja, jeg må lage litt pasta. Jeg har ikke noe annet mat. Jeg har ikke noe til frokost. Jeg må inn til sentrum. Ja. Kanskje tar en session litt senere i kveld, vi får se. Well, down. One is almost finished. No fish. I don't know if I'll go back out again. I kind of want to make it an early night and then be up early, heading to town to do my shopping. First dinner of the trip is spinach and ricotta tortelloni with vegetable tomato sauce, no parmesan, because there's no parmesan grater, there isn't colander either, so this is fogging up on me. But anyway, you got to see. Tasty, tasty. Gonna be a lot of that, I think, in my future. Next 2 weeks. We'll see. Unless I catch a trout. Well, that's me hitting the sack. It's early. It's only 8:25. But I'm tired. And I had my 3 beers. That helped. Crawl into my sleeping bag. And then be up early. I'll probably be up way too early. Not doing any night fishing. Packed away my rods. I don't leave them out. Too expensive. My Sage trout spay rod. So it's all inside. My expensive jackets are outside. My waders are outside. And my bibs. But I don't think anyone's going to steal that. And then all my flies are outside. So, well, we'll see. Just have to hope no one nicks it. I don't think so. I think the Americans have enough money. A big fancy van. Before I leave, I'll take shit inside though. Definitely. Before I go on my shopping tomorrow morning. Don't leave that out. And close the windows. Someone could crawl through that window over there if they wanted to. That's doable. That opens all the way up. So I have to lock that tomorrow morning before I head out for my big shopping. Okay. Alright, hit the sack. Good night. Good night, good night. Good night, good night, Finn.